Blackstone Publishing presents Badman's Pass by R.W. Stone. This book is read by Ramiz Monsef. A brave man doesn't admit courage. A coward don't admit fear. Old Western saying. Dedicated to my grandfathers, David Stone and Jacob Kotz. I've never known finer men. Prologue. Vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. Well, that may be so. I don't rightly know for sure. But I suspect the Lord doesn't have to handle human frailties like sorrow, anger, grief, hate, and depression. When folks are dealing with such mighty emotions, they need a powerful motivator just to keep going. And as much as I hate to admit it, there's none better that I know of than a good old-fashioned desire for revenge. They also say that the ends don't justify the means. Well, fancy philosophers might have a field day with that one, but if I've learned anything in life, it's that when the means are fair and the end is righteous, then how or why something plays out is fine with me. As far as I'm concerned, what it boils down to is abundantly clear. Namely, you have to do whatever it takes to win, as long as you're sure of why you're in the game. I do know one thing for sure. When the devil finally confronts the Lord, he won't care a hoot about rules or justifying the means. Evil doesn't have any sympathy whatsoever. Evil doesn't care about feelings, truthfulness, innocence, or playing by the rules. There are no rules where evil is concerned. When they say all's fair in love and war, what they really should be adding is all bets are off once the other side refuses to play fair. Anything goes. Those on the Lord's side better learn the most important rule there is. In the end, righteousness won't mean a damn thing if we're all dead and have let evil win out. Chapter 1. The riders came out of the early morning mist at a full gallop, aiming straight toward the Arapaho encampment. The majority of the tribesmen were away hunting, and they had left behind their women, children, and the elderly. Those remaining in the small camp were taken completely by surprise. Some were simply preparing their morning meals, while others were still asleep in their teepees. One of the village elders looked up and noticed that a few of the riders seemed to be wearing uniforms of some sort. He was puzzled because they did not appear to be exactly the same type that had been worn by the U.S. cavalry officers who a short time ago had granted them permission to settle this area. It made sense to Grey-Knife, however, that since the various Indian tribes dressed differently, the White Eyes would too.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?